Hello again. I am making the quickest muffins, absolutely delicious. No, this is what I need. No equipment, a bowl and a whisk is all you need. A matter of minutes as well. So in this bowl I have the wet ingredients, which I will list out. And in this bowl I have the dry ingredients here, and I've given them a whisk together to make sure that they're all really well blended and there's no lumps in them. I have fresh cranberries in there, and I'm going to pop them in to here, and I'm going to stop using a whisk and start using a spoon. And so they're going in there, which means that they're going to be in among the dry. So this is simply all it is. Pop the dry into the wet, make sure everything is in there, and as I say about 100 million times and in all of my recipes, the trick to beautiful, light, fluffy muffins is not to overmix or overwork them. That is it. When you mix your dry and your wet ingredients together with muffins and you have a few lumps, leave the lumps, they'll sort themselves out while they're baking. Okay, so I didn't have Greek yogurt. The recipe calls for Greek yogurt, but if you remember, in another recipe I had mentioned about applesauce. So that's what I had. I had applesauce, and I used the applesauce in place of the Greek yogurt. And what's great about it is that it just sits in the, that's it, I'm not mixing anymore. It just sits in the cupboard until you need it, because it has a long shelf life. Just, you know, the baby food one that has nothing added to it whatsoever. Absolutely brilliant to have in your cupboard, and will always work as, well, nearly always work as a replacement if you don't have like a Greek yogurt or natural yogurt, sour cream, any of those types of things. I find that a scoop like this, ice cream scoop, is the ideal thing to use, just to measure out evenly. And it's not, of course, yes, you want your muffins to be all the same size and to look nice, but one of the main reasons why you do stuff like this, and you know, use a scoop to get the same measurements, is for baking time, because obviously if everything is the same size, it all bakes evenly at the same time. So that's actually the reason why I would say to you a lot of times about muffins and cupcakes to use an ice cream scoop to measure out. Okay, so I'm going to write the recipe out. I have converted this recipe to gluten-free. Hi there, these are the cranberry and almond muffins that I made earlier. I think the video went a bit funny towards the end, so I will correct with whatever happened or missed out. I'll just pop it underneath so that you can see it. So they're still a little bit warm, so I shouldn't really be handling them, but they're really, they look lovely. These need absolutely nothing but literally a dusting of icing sugar and nothing else, because they're just too nice. And I think if you started to put icing and things on top of them, you would just ruin the flavors that are in there. So that's it. I used these large kind of muffin cases, so they're quite big, but if you used ordinary muffin cases, you would get 10 muffins and you would get 12 cupcake size of these. But they're absolutely delicious. You saw how easy they were, no equipment, nothing needed, in and out into the oven and done. Obviously because they were bigger, they took a bit longer to cook as well, so just bear that in mind. I'll write it all up for you, and I will also write it onto the Cozy Bakes website as well, so that it's there for any time of the year that you would like to make them. I can imagine doing these maybe with dried cranberries during the year as well. I think it'd be lovely, and definitely I would even try them with raspberries. So there you go, they are my cranberry and almond muffins, and I hope you give them a try.